Okay, everybody, we're back on board at Calliope Central. Jim C. helping out Robbie Allen, the boss of live streaming. And we're at Calliope Central for the men's fours, the $10,000 game, sponsored by Star Liquor. And the live streaming is sponsored by Rockhampton Leagues Club, which is pretty fantastic to get a sponsor on board like that. BCIB insurance brokers are always sponsoring something at Calliope Central. We're in day 2 and we've got a big game for us. We got to learn a little bit about the Kiwi team. We've got a Kiwi team and we've got a Bundaberg team. We have Chris Campany, Bryce Robbins, who's known as Cabbage, John Gray, he's the one with the broken foot, and Grant Pease, known as Possum. They were going pretty good at the singing last night at the karaoke. We'll see how good they go at the bowls. We know that Cabbage is an ex-All Black, and so we have a serious Kiwi connection with Mark Ram, very parochial Kiwi. No more parochial than Robbie Allen, who's right beside me here, as Rammy draws a second shot, or maybe the shot. We've had Rammy at Bargara for 25 years and we still can't kick the Kiwi out of him. Pretty interesting bowl here, attacking ahead when you're 2 down. Very unlucky. At the Bundaberg teams, Paul Kajewski at lead. Munch, Darren Mullens at second. Mark Ram, whoops, the other way round on my sheet. Rammy's playing 2 and Munch is playing 3 and Brett Davis skipping. We'll say all nice things about the Kiwis because Robbie Allen will cut me off if I don't say something nice about the Kiwis. We've been trying to kick it out of him over 25 years, but it's a fair bit to kick out of. Trying hard here, just about drawing this to not quite. Now, Darren Mullens, highly qualified bowler, has won the Queensland Champion of Champions singles, possibly about 15, 16 years ago. Played for Queensland for 10 years or 11 years in a row. We imported him to Bargara about 3 years ago, which is a great asset at Bargara. I don't know too many stories on the Kiwis other than the singing ability. You might get the jack here, you might get the gap. He's got a bit of jack, so there's 1 shot now. Munch coming in through there and through the gap. We're getting a bit of a rundown on the Kiwi international form. They, other than being an All Black, we have some pretty fair winners. Won a New Zealand title, the third, John Gray. Taranaki Fours winner from the skipper. They're serious events. I know that a lot of Australian bowlers go to play at Taranaki Fours. I think my brother's even played in that. As most Kiwis like greens running 18 or 19, where some of their starweed and different varieties of grass run over in New Zealand. Cotchel is the one I'm thinking of, that's right. Brett's going round the back somewhere. Don't know how far out that one went. Yellow ball might still be second shot. Brett's very narrow, trying to touch the kitty. You're going to... Thinking it's one. We didn't see a signal. Was one. Kiwis take first blood. Now our updated scores. We only had 2 teams get through with 3 wins yesterday, which was Nick Gosley on top with a 36 ends, and Dave Sinden and the Gin Jets that we're calling them now. The Gin Jets had 3 wins, running second. Keith Wally and Cody Feldberg are third and fourth. In 2.5 wins, they played a draw against each other. And very interesting games this morning because Dave Sinden's team from Gin running second is playing Feldberg, who's running fourth. So we'll sort one of them out, keep one of them up the top. We have Chris Campany. We have a couple of early morning bowls from Paul Kajewski. As the Kiwis come and draw another shot. Sits on that, it'll be close. Not quite wide enough for Amster. Pretty good weight. Nearly wide enough. Certainly in the mix. Yes. He's got a bit of turn on those yellow balls. I better change that. It's got a lot of turn on those yellow balls. Oh, you've got him up there close. Ooh, they're turning pretty wide dream lines. Righto, Darren. That's annoyed you by putting it in the road. There we go, just the next G. Gee, that seemed to turn a fair way. They must be, are they small? No. We'll figure that out later on, whether they're smallish type bowls, because there's a lot of turn on those two yellow ones. He's got one in his own road. No, he's inside it. A little closer from Munch. He's travelling up towards the jack and through the gap. Well, we're learning how to play on the carpet, 2 weeks old. And the standard of play yesterday was frighteningly high. The guys have got to get up to that standard. We're only on the second end. We'll give them a little bit of leeway. We're going round the back. Righto, Brett. Going to play big at this by the look of it, eh? He's only got one in the head. Fire 1, fire 2. Closer to the jack. Well, I guess the toucher stays on. What did we sort out of that? Kajewski's got the mat, so we figured out that they've scored. We've got a call, one shot, so we're 1-1. Kajewski's been playing top line bowls. So he's played 5 down here without firing. He must be due to draw one. Let's say the Kiwi lead has had the shot for the first 3 ends. He had a standing ovation to behind closed doors last night when he sang. He's a very good singer, the lead. We thought Kajewski was due. Bowl number 6. Another reasonably good bowl. It's going to be a metre behind. Maybe a metre. Maybe less. And Rammy's due. Didn't give it away. Nearly gave it away. Oh, he nearly backed Rammy to put the right weight onto this one. He's still watching it, so he hasn't given up. Looks a bit like shot. Looks a lot like shot now. And Cabbage. I'm not sure how you get a name like Cabbage, but you don't. He's packed into a few All Black scrums. That's how he got the... Guess that's something to do with his ears. Something to do with drawing nearly a front toucher. We didn't cheek him last night after finding out he's an ex-All Black. We'll go look for that one Munch later on. With Stein. Well, actually, Munch is watching this one, so he's somewhat better than the previous bowl. Not that much better. Let's see, the grey team is a bit grey. They've won 1 out of 3. And Brett Davis has won 1 out of 3. What other matchups have we got over here? We've got Keith Wally playing... Keith Wally playing Jones, who has the best plus for the 1 out of 3s. The interesting one that we talk about is Grinder. Everybody knows. Great shot from Brett Davis. We can't quite check out what's going on, but he followed it all the way. And it'll be one shot only, I think. Both his own bowls. Pretty good shot from Brett Davis then to get off his second shot and get the jack out, follow it through. He's been playing well in the district pairs, which will be semi-final on Wednesday night. Most of them are wider than the average player. They cover a little bit more of the TV angles. We've got a 2-1 lead, Brett Davis. Yes, back to Grinder Hammond. He's running 6th 2 wins, 21 ends. So he's won about half of the ends, except in one of the games he managed to lose 33-5. And not too many people would believe that Grinder could get beaten 33-5. It was by Team Loza and the Shoelaces that were on the live streaming last night. Some sort of a victory, that. Well, we know Paul's going to play a better one than his first. And it's a pretty good one. Very good spot. Get to the bowl, get inside the bowl. Well, Team Australia's got past the lead, which they haven't been able to do up till now. And Ramy's decided to be a little bit short with his first one again. Get around it for shot. Nearly got around it. We'll see how much this next yellow bowl turns. That one was going around it and it's really started to turn. Ramy's somewhere around. Very close. Now, you see how much this bowl turns. That's got to come in the way it last couple have gone. Came right to the line. Team Australia's drawn 2 shots now. Needs a bit of a straightener. Didn't get that far across. A bit of a block. Maybe third. Maybe not. Better shot here, but might get the shot. Might hit the kitty and got no result. Did open it up a fraction. We see next door rink over here as Buddha throws the kitty down as the go-to man in the club, Calliope. Him and Mark Larney, who's just there on the bank in the same team with his hands on his head. Brett Davis going to add another one. No, he's not. Possum's a little quick. Nice delivery. Brett draws a shot with this one. Came all the way with it just to check on it. Okay, 3 down. He's a fraction wide. How much he's going to get back? He's a fraction heavy. Wasn't far out. 3 shots. We go 5-1. Kajewski's going to play ditch to ditch and see if he can find his normal form. Mightn't be ditch to ditch, but it's reasonably long. Well, say it's not short. We can't quite get it in the camera angles, Robbie, but we know it's down there at the back. That's right. We don't need it till the Kiwis put one close. Oh, a little short. Yep, we don't want to see that backward until it comes into play. He's walked away from that, and I would think it's nearly touching. It mightn't be touching, but it's a pretty handy shot. You would think playing against the Kiwis, you're being a Kiwi yourself, Robbie, that on a green running 14.5 seconds, you'd play long ends against the Kiwis. They're so used to playing the... That's what we do to Kiwis when they come over. Ramy's just about got a touch up. No, he hasn't. He's got another shot. Because the Kiwis are so adaptive, don't have any greens that run under 16. And some that run 20. I'd still like to see how much those XGs turn. I'd like to put them down a chute. We have Sando and Fletch have come back in out of the cold. Get back to their rinks. The Ramy pushes one right up touching. Well, that's something like the right grass for these bowls. Pretty close. Still would have got across probably 2 feet. At least two. And they've got a bit of protection up the front. It has to be a good ball from the Kiwis to get around that. Or inside it. Whether you've let this one go much, and he's walked away from it. Know that he's got enough on it. He could weasel through that gap. He did weasel through the gap. Got a close third shot. A lot of traffic up the front. It needs a bit of serious contact with something up the front. Possibly Rammy's bowl onto the white bowl, onto the white bowl. Hello, we've got Michael Smith. He was the last person on last night. And then Nola Costa Bieber. Brett's nearly in that same little gap. Change the angle around about that white ball going into the head. Not sure how the Kiwis can get out of this one. Hello, Merv Howell from Bega. Hello, Merv. Tagan Powell's back on, cheering for Munch. And Tina Mullens, of all people. I guess you taught him how to play that first one, Tina. That can't go very well. That's just into the pack, I think. Saying that, I don't know how the Kiwis can escape this unless they go straight up in the air and back down on the full. Got to be around Brett's bowl, then around the next one and sit the Jack High bowl. Yeah, a bit of a try. Nearly got around the first one. Seven one. Team Loza with the shoelaces. 2 wins plus 27 shots. As for 7-1, that'll increase the Team Australia's pluses and minuses. If they continue on this way, there'll be 2 wins each, 2 up, 2 down. Fair bit of interest shown in the Gin team, seeing as they went for $40 in the Calcutta, where some teams went for $2,000 in the Calcutta. The fact that they're running second after day one of the only 2 teams to win 3. The problem is they're playing a very, very good side in this game. A bit closer, Paul. PK. perhaps call it a lot closer. Great shot. Done everything but get the jack up till now. Better shot from Rammy. He's been dropping his first bowl a yard short, but he doesn't drop short with this one. He should get that nice track between them. Well, he got more than a nice track between them. He got all the way between them. Plenty of turn on these bowls. Straight through the same gap as Rammy went. Okay. Wouldn't call that narrow much. It's coming back now. Gets inside Kajewski's bowl. He's close. Oh. He was close, all right. 2 second shots, almost sat that ball for 3. Much better line from Munch. Just about drawing a shot here. And that helped a lot. Quite get there. Needs a wriggle. Second shot, not far off the shot. A little bit of protection. Who have we got up here? Gary Mounsey from New Plymouth. Mornsey, what are you doing in New Plymouth? And Mark Winter, yes, the carpet is good. People are handling it pretty well. Some really high-class games yesterday. And I guess we're early morning. I thought it was nearly about now when we sent all those Kiwis home, Gary. It is good to see Kiwis playing in Queensland. Has found a good meat pie. He hasn't found a good poker machine either. Well, we'll throw it on the tee and we'll see if we can get a bit of our mojo back from PK. Yes, it was one last end. And he knew where he threw it. Actually, I saw him eat a pretty big crumb steak for lunch, Donny. He scraped most of the crumbs off it, but he ate the steak bit of it. It was about as big as a plate. Beautiful. And we have Gary Childs from Nimbin. Okay, PJ's starting to let down his milk. He's struggled first 3 or 4 ends. This one's a little bit towards the gap. No, not towards the gap. Now, Robbie, where's New Plymouth? Is that in New Zealand or is it in England? North Island. Okay, well, these yellow bowls will turn. So he's going to turn somewhere at the jack. Calling Ramster to change his hand and rumble down for the shot. He needs a little bit of help off the wide one. It was a serious rumble. It was more like a swinger. Well, this is going to cross the line because they turn. You don't want to hit the jack too hard. Dreamline XGs and turn at right angles. I'm guessing that they're very small bowl to be able to turn that much. I nearly got around it much. Well, I guess, as the skipper said, good weight. He had perfect weight to get that. Size 4, heavy weight. Made in 21 with a 31 stamp. Oh, the Kiwi team's from New Plymouth. Yes, they got Fitzroy something on their backs here somewhere. Righto, Gaz. Not much to lose now, Munch. You can hardly give this away. Little tickle of the... Oh, you can't give anything away with that one. A little tickle of the kitty can only bring those other two into the swim. Not much room to add, but things can't be bad with a little tickle of the kitty because they're all Queensland team. I suppose Bundaberg team. They're all around the corner. See, Munch is a very game person wearing his Sea Eagles shirt on grand final day. That's what you call a staunch supporter. Little edge off that might help him, like that. Holding one still. Would we say he was unlucky not to get shot, or he was lucky not to move it any further and be 3 down? Chop that kitty through the gap to the... Oh. PK looks like he's waking up. He bowled a couple of reasonable bowls that end. I think he might be coming into the swim. Nine 1. Australia led 9-7 last night, didn't they? 3 penalties, went 9-7. Couldn't prize Robbie off watching the All Black game. Well, we won't need any chalk for that one, but it'll be in a pretty handy home, just in behind. Let's have a look at the next game. We're live streaming Jay Jones. It's the other team in this competition I don't know. 2 teams I didn't know. He might need chalk for this time. No. He's starting to wake up, our PK. He's starting to come good. Somewhere, Rami. We heard that one leave, and it's got to get across these bowls. You watch it go. Rami gets a... His SRVs, he gets on his backhand, he gets a little bit of a stand up on his backhand, but they must be taking half the grass of these XGs. It gets right across to the other bowl. Kiwis are in a bit of trouble here, Robbie. I think they need to call back one of their legends to come on. They're 9-1 behind and they haven't got one within Kui after 4. They've got one within Kui now. Or maybe not. Mightn't be quite up. One on the jack would make the others look pretty good because there's 4 or 5 shots. This might be the one on the jack that would make them look good. Not quite. Okay. Is he up? Oh, this is the famous old one where you cross over and you say, you can draw this, skipper. You're only 6 down. And the skipper normally says, how am I going to be able to draw it? You 3 couldn't. Nice picture of Tony Wiper in the middle of the screen there. Son of the famous Huey Wiper. Greenkeeper extraordinaire, skipped for the Gold Coast District for many years. Greenkeeper at Palm Beach, Currumbin back in the days. Drawing for 7. It might be the one that's right on it. Well, something just to sit on. They should be clapping. This has got to ease a fair bit of 7 pain. That's what you brought the skipper for. Looks at his watch. He said, what's the time? And the third said, what day is it? Yeah. Is he up to doing it a second time, or is he happy enough to take one? You're backing him to draw another, Robbie. Well, he's taken a grass and he's walked away from it. So I reckon it's a nice, safe skipper's weight. Yep, perfect skipper's shot. 4 or 5 foot short. They got off that one after they led 1-0. They've got the mat back. Now, Mr. Mullens, Howard Johns is some relation of yours somewhere along the line. He's a very regular player at Bargara. Has a few people bewildered with his humour. He's pretty funny. I see he's got a team in the game at Harvey Bay, I think. Big Four's coming up. Has to trail it a bit, but he's somewhere near trailing it a bit. Yard behind. Someone might bring those two in. We've been playing for an hour. Needs a couple of feet. Righto, Ramps, so you want one a foot behind. Any good second would put one a foot behind here. Right up Donny Peoples' alley. Almost perfect. This one will get all the way back to the line. Righto, now's the back toucher one, Ramster. Whoops, not when you walk away from it. It's not that bad. In amongst the pack. Oh, didn't need much more. Get on the other side, Munch. You're afraid of that short bowl. Close-ish. Inspired by the skipper in the last end. was a try. Got to read the sleeve. It's Fitzroy something written on the sleeve. Sorry. Oh. Fitzroy New Plymouth. That's what Gary Malmsey was talking about. A new Plymouth Fitzroy Bowls Club, he says over here. So that's their club shirt with that being on the sleeve. Not far from sitting on Munch. I don't know how they get around that bowl and back. That's the one to hit straight up. $3-9. Another one to Team Kiwi. We haven't had any comments for a while. Donny Peoples and Mounds are the last ones with a comment on there. We'll bring the mat up a bit. Throw it a little bit short of the tee. Rex Hawkins. Our greenkeeper, yeah, our greenkeeper would be furious if he saw someone dropping their bowl that much. We'll draw a knocker with the first bowl. This was going all Brett Davis's team way when they scored 9 shots in a row and holding 7. The Kiwis are kicking back. Michael Owens is trying to figure out how he gets so much turn out of those yellow XGs. Size 4, Dreamline XG. He's back. 2 good bowls, 3 good bowls, obviously. Well, you get this back. And Ramey's joined the party. It's going across about 4 or 5 feet. Depends what it can catch on its way. Did not turn like they had been up in the middle of the green. Might have got underneath that delivery somehow. Rammy's in a bit of danger country here of smacking this jack. Still got one. Got 2 bowls to come in. Every chance here. Like that. All done with mirrors. Made 3 shots. Rumble down the backhand. Want to be a bit quicker than a rumble because you've got to get that gap. That's quick enough to hit that gap much. Might be an annoyance. Fire 2. Ooh, not so much a fire, a half weighted shot. A half swinger, not suggested on carpet. Next door game, Billy Sophius playing Peter Pursehouse there. It's a bit of a grudge match. The loser might be on the bottom of the table. They're both travelling a bit poorly on the scorecard at the moment. How quick? Not a bad home, I guess, seeing as 3 bowls were against him. Somewhere near the jack. Better than somewhere near the jack. Lucky this might still be up and after him, he said. I did that one a long way. Up onto the jack. We're not seeing what's happening, but because he hit it onto the jack. And he got the shot. Brett's got one to play, and it appears to be only one. Kitty round the corner into the ditch would be 3.5. Needs help. Needs help off the yellow. How much help off the yellow? Not enough. Another one. 9-4. No kicking the bowls around with this guy. He's got the mud fairway up the green. That's 3 ends in a row to Team Kiwi. Only one at a time. Reasonably good starter. It's a fair bit of bowls on for Kajewski and Smith. They're in the state champion of champions, which is 2 weeks away. 2 weeks tomorrow. Where last year they ran equal third in the pairs and won the silver medal in the fours champion of champions. Not thrilled with that one. Why does he keep standing in front of the camera? Because Robbie hasn't got anything to throw at him. That's Rex. Cabbage. Cabbage has drawn the shot. Yes, Leanne. How are you? Rammy had to contact something. This one's going to come all the way too. Oh, we're after the... Oh, it's a bit tight. Might get the shot bowl, but nope. Oh, but... Oh, that really didn't help much. Robbie's having a bit of trouble with one of his cameras. Two down. Nothing much to lose arriving down that gap much. A bit like that. Ooh, I thought that was a bit better than that. All it did was narrow the gap. There's Robbie on his hands and knees up that other end. Don't have to correct much there much. You won't get it down on an even keel, but... Got it down on its corner. Well, that's where you want to get the jack to, Brett, or you're going to go quicker than that. Ooh, you might be going quicker. Munch's first bowl. Possibly fortunate that it went onto the jack because it was the only one that had anywhere near the head. Brett makes it 2. Should make it 2, which could... Oh, he came inside it. 11-4. If in doubt, smack it, he said. He smacked it pretty good. Enough of those short ends. We'll go long. Well into the second half now. 11 ends gone out of the 18. And pretty close PK. Wriggle the last foot. Sue Jardine saying good recovery. Don't know that you can get that one all the way back. It's coming a fair way. The yellow bowls would come back from there. He's walked away from that one. We don't have to commentate on it very much once the person that delivered the bowl turns his back and wanders and sits on the bank. And takes his hat off and scratches his head. Headed the right way, this one. It's only one blocker. Now, isn't that sad? He walked back with a smile on his face there. Did Chris. He got a standing ovation on the karaoke machine last night, so, you know, he's famous for something. Well, we'll have a look how they turn on the forehand. Looks like nearly a toucher. Here it comes. Just up Ramy's alley. He's got enough bushka. Not quite. Thereabouts. Yeah. Make sure you take that same grass out there. Not quite wide enough. Nearly made two. Left it open for Darren to arrive on that jack. Push it across to Remy's last bowl. Perhaps with the second one. Michael Judd still in hospital, watching from hospital. Well, it's not much good going to sleep in hospital, Michael, because they'll come and wake you up and take your blood pressure. Bit closer here, Munch. Not close enough, but... Won't want to trip over this one when they cross over. Well, I think that one is a shocker. It's not really a blocker. We couldn't attempt to get a score on rink 4, the Gin Jets game. Gin have got the mat, that's all I can tell from here. Brett clears that white one, and it's a great shot. One, two, three, four. Oh, you're going to play that hand? Oh. Down the ditch side. He's having a bit of a think about it. Yeah. There's plenty to hang up on the backhand, and you've got to be within a foot of the ditch to draw a shot. Much better idea to play forehand. Sorry. That's rink. Well, they're playing on rink 4. I can see him up there, but there's no Billy and it's Dave. It's Cody and Dave Sinden. He's pulling up. He's pulling up for a shot. $11-5. I might go for a run and have a look at that scoreboard because it's pretty important at the top of the table. I'll only be away half an end. Okay, Robbie. Gingin's on the bottom of that team. They're 9-5 behind on the board, and they just got a 4, so it's 9-all. The game between Cody Fellberg and Dave Sinden, which is 2 playing 4. We're not too sure about Timmy Smith and Nick Gosley. Nick Gosley skipping. They're the leaders, but they're furthest away. They're on rink 8. And because Timmy's pretty loud, as per usual, we're suggesting he's in front. Yes, Virginia. Robbie, check that out. This one will curl. This one will curl and be shot. We'll go and fetch that one, Munch. Yellow ball's shot. Possum says. Yellow ball's shot, play your forehand. That's where the yellow balls come from. But I don't know, you get, oh, it's trying. Can't quite get the same turn as the yellow balls. It was a chance, Munch. Played it pretty well. Gets the half of the yellow ball. Arrived the last foot. No. It's going to fall back as well. One to Australia. Brett Davis in reasonably good form, which would think that he may draw this. Reasonably good form and reasonably good bowl. Little tickle. None too wide. Would have had good weight too. Okay, it's sitting there to sit. You're down 11-5. You're going to have to play something. Needs help. Three. Two. Two. Okay. I could only see 2. Yep, that's fine. I don't just think they're not putting it on. It'll take you 30 seconds to fix that, Robbie. And we'll live with what we've got here till you get back. Yep. One need 2 hits to get it up. Might annoy him. He's been playing that backhand pretty well. And it's forced him over onto the forehand. And he's put it... Okay, not that far away. I was thinking it was only just going to beat Paul's bowl, but it beat it a fair way. He's walked away from that one too. It looked like shot when he played it. It looked like he shouldn't have walked away from it. Pretty good answer. Comes the last roll. No. Wasn't too sure about that ball being in his eye. Don't go too wide. He's got those yellow bowls. He's got to go pretty wide. This is the first one he's got it. Rammy was smiling once they cleaned that one out of his road. He'll draw it now. In behind. Close. Whoa, turn. The turn on it. And tucked it round the corner very nicely. I guess you didn't want to be narrow much, but you didn't have to go out that wide. Burke and Wills didn't go that wide. Okay, 2 shots, Team Australia. What was that, Robbie? Okay. Needed a scratch on that. Went through the gap last time, not going through any gaps this time. Should make 3. Oh, good shot. Hit it. He said that's what I was trying to do the first one. Got one of them. Two, 16-5. 4 ends to play. I don't know the J. Jones team. They're playing Timmy on 8. Timmy and Nick Gosley. Seven. Okay, they're playing Keith Wally. No easier. Kajewski's back in the swim. Johnny Burriston. He said, great bowls, Brett. And Brett's only about 6 foot away from me. You can hear that. Good answer. One good bowl wasn't good enough. He'll play 2 good bowls. This one arrives. It's not far away from doing the trick. Here it comes. Good. That's leading. Those 4 bowls. Noel Lane says, you know who he's... Well, Rammy's just been naturalised after 25, 30 years. Otherwise, I'm completely surrounded by Kiwis. Well, it's going to be a good shot to push that one through the gap without moving the jack. There must be a chance of it happening. Rammy could get onto his own bowl and just push that through the gap for 4. I'm going to arrive a bit quicker. Going. Gone. Got to play this a bit early in the end in case it doesn't, in case it goes onto the jack, which is quite likely. That or being 11 in front with 4 ends to play. If you don't get it early enough in this end, we might just leave it at 1 down. Seeing whether it can go. There's a very slight chance that it can go clean. I don't know it makes a difference whether it's forehand or backhand, Brett, but it's which part of Ramley's bowl you hit. So it's going to hit something. Hit something not very hard. Yes, we know who Robbie's cheering for, Noel, and you've just got home from rolling the green. So Jim Gunn is the skip. That sounds like a made-up name. Like you. Jim's okay, but he's a gun as well. They'll be playing Russell Farquhar's team. Shane Cummings, Turtle Shellback, and Warren Jones.
No, it's muddy now. It's not turtle, muddy.
Oh, he's still Turtle to me. He's Muddy. Muddy Shellback. Oh. I don't think you could lose the name Turtle when your name's Shellback. Kiwis might play this shot. Spit the kitty. They need to play something. One's not going to be enough for them. Well, we're only 27 down. It's the first one. It won't be far away. Oh, go out of bounds. Oh, it's got some travel on it. There, 5 down. That was the one when they could have played 1 down. Gone 10 in front with 4 ends to play. 3 ends to play, sorry. It'll be a long measure from after 3. Could be 5, with 1 to come. Well, it's 4. 4 and we're going to... Is it only 4? Three ends to play. Trevor Christensen. 2 weeks until the Woodgate. $11,000 fours. Yes, Christo. One of Woodgate's finest. But I imagine you will be, well, I know you will be in Mackay doing champion of champion fours on that weekend. Cody's rolling his eyes around as if showing pretty ordinary results, I'd say. A bit of body language. Jinjin's got the mat again, so it's getting down to the nitty-gritty in that main game. PK's turned his back on this one. He must know it's going to be a toucher. Mightn't be a toucher, but it will be good enough till one comes along. Okay, well, he's at the jack because this will cross the line with these turning bowls. Can't be far from the jack. Great shot. Put that in your pipe and smoke it, he said. Peter Lovell. And Munch's shoes arrows, I have no idea. Okay, so he's taken the right draw grass this time. In the area. Good bad bowl. Very good bowl. Not a very good inviting target. Rammy couldn't believe his eyes. Oh. Little walkie. It's the third one in 50 ends, 60 ends. Seven behind with 3 ends to play. Kiwis would like more than one shot. Kicked it out in the open from Munch. We'll have 3 each at drawing the closest out there. This one looked pretty good. Nobody told Muncher that the kitty had moved from up there. A little quick. The way Brett's been playing, we'd think he'd draw this. Well, the angle's right. And the speed's right. Other than that, he's almost a toucher. Don't want to get your own. He's teaming up with Cameron Walker in the district pairs on Wednesday night at Bargara. The semi-finals are on. We'll have Ian McMahon and Timmy Smith playing 2 shots to Brett. We'll have David Green, and he's got a substitute in Krusty Austin. 2. 2 ends to play, 9 the difference. Darryl Austin, originally from Weipa, one of our leading players in the Bundaberg area. It's called Krusty, and it's not because he's a clown, because he's a baker. That will be a big semi-final. PK's been turning his back on these good ones. Not much wrong with that. Not much wrong with this one either. Yes, I'm not too sure next game that's being done because it's the Jones team, Brown, Jones, Jones and Gunn. I do know Shane Cummings, Lester Shellback, Warren Jones and Russell Farquhar pretty well. And they are in the... You've got the shoes on up there. Yep. What are they? Arrows. They are arrows then, Peter Lovell. Great shot. Change his hand, draw another one. It's a picture of Munch's legs. Picture of Munch's shoes anyway. There's your answer, Peter. They are arrows. Well, when Ramy turns his back on him, he means to turn his back on him. Whereas PK turns his back on him, they can still go on the jack. Righto, take some grass with these yellow ones. I call it a blocker. Ramy's improved with this one. He must be close. No, didn't get it as good as he could have. That'll get a long way to home. Not far out of the count. Not sure it's 1 or 2. Oh, Darren will crack a bit on this one. Get up there and split those two. Got a bit of the wobbles on it. Okay. Well, that's too far under it. He had a lovely weight. We didn't know whether John C. was coming along today or not. Played a good shot for 3 down instead of 1 down. It's been good advertising, Craig's, for the Kiwis, because we've seen a fair bit of that back. Falls inside that one, will be 4. Righto, Brett. Oh, he's not going to be short. Don't want to hit that blocker up the front. That went a bit in the air. Went off over the top of the screen. Went in the ditch on the full. Four down to 3 up. And we're on the last end. We saw the kitty go up over the top of this screen and over the... but apparently it lobbed in the ditch on the full. One bounce. Okay, 21-9. That's the worst one he's bowled. He's played well throughout this game, Chris. Come on a bit. Different length, slightly different grass, we've said. Won't want this one back. saying that that first one was a bit out of character. He's back in business straight away. Got both the PKs. Actually kicked one into the right position. Peter Osborne, the Brisbane Airport. "16 hours on a plane, 4 points." Second shot. Great weekend for the Calliope club, and I guess that Rammy's got every bit of his own bowls now. Kajewski had 2 bowls somewhere on the green. Rammy's knocked them both out. And that's 3 down. Fairly adjacent to the kitty too. I guess Darren knows what he's supposed to be doing. Wouldn't think that's going to be short much. Would want some sort of a correction on it too. Yes, the Rugby League Grand Final will be well attended this evening at Calliope. I should nearly run out of grog, the amount been drunk yesterday and today. Well, oh, Munch. Brett, we didn't want to watch that one anyway, but you're in the road. Good idea. Mark Larney will get the message across. Skipper's more concentrating on the fact that he hasn't got a bowl within 2 metres. We'll say how well Brett's been playing. Just want to test him one more time on the last end. Oh, he's going to drive. You're kidding me. I guess he is 12 in front, but I'm not sure whether ends come before margins. He might be just attempting to win the end. Fire 2. Fire 1, fire 2. Oh, he didn't get it away. Okay. Well, be 21-14 with a final score of. And we're not too sure about the main game between Fellberg and Sindon. Gin do have the mat. They're on the bottom of that scoreboard when we get across to have a bit of a peek. But we finished 21-14 here. Over on rink 4, Gin's on the bottom of the scoreboard. Honing in. I would think that Gin is in front now. 15 ends. Kurt's in the road. We know he's a pain, but we can't see through him. Kurt's nearly out of the road. 11-12. Gin's one in front, 11-12. With 2 ends to play after this one and 18 minutes, which I guess they get that down. We'll be having a break. When are we on, Robbie? 11:45. So we have lunch at 11. And back on the commentary at 11:45. We'll thank our sponsor. The major sponsor is Star Liquor for the Calliope Central Men's Fours. And the live streaming is sponsored by Rockhampton Leagues Club. Fantastic. We had him here yesterday, the boss. Name was Danny Finch. And BCIB Insurance Brokers are sponsoring partly this one and partly the fours later next month. We'll see you all down the track at 11:45 when we kick off round 5. Thank you, everyone.